all of that money centralized in one pot.
Yes.
You know, states come to share, local governments take their share in some instances. Whether or not it gets down to the bottom, nobody cares, nobody knows.
Fine. For a long period of time, we have been agitating that each of the states need to generate income for its states, not to depend only on this particular oil, one-legged economy. We agree to that totally. I mean, it make it more competitive so that people can generate income for their own state. For example, I'm from Kano State, a proud one at that. We have 14 irrigation dams created by one former governor, Audu, and those particular irrigation dams are helping us to have 24 hours in terms of agricultural development.
I will let you complete your thoughts when we come back from this break. Please stay with us. Thank you. Well, you just heard the words of Mr. Christopher Kolade, you know, talking about a new Nigeria and constructing a new foundation.
That's right.
They believe that this current foundation is faulty.
That's right.
Do you agree with them?
Yes.
Is it just about political faultiness, or do you think that the very structure of Nigeria, the fact that, you know, people say that things tend to trickle from top to bottom instead of being built from bottom to the top?
Yeah, there are elements of fact in some of this particular structure. I'd probably say is deformed in a way. Right from the start, when we started together, nobody is agitating for anything because there was trust, a similar sign of trust. But the trust started decaying along the line. When you move on the street, when you look behind you, you'll be scared whether you're an Igbo man behind you or a Yoruba man or a Hausa man. And that is when the system started being polarized along religious and tribal lines. People now started feeling that government is not taking care of so particular area. We need to get that. We need to get that back. That is our strong foundation. Believing in ourselves. We have the capacity, we have the people, we have the intellectual base. There's no doubt about it. Nigeria is better together. But we must have equity, fairness, and justice for all. And that is where the divide comes from. People don't trust each other. They feel that anytime you have a Hausa man in position of power, he's only going to take everything that belongs to the federal government down to his own place. Or an Eastern man or a Western man, the way it is. So we need to get that back. And that probably must be in the fact that we must make sure that the people get what rightfully belongs to them. Like I said the other time, each of the states, if they can generate from themselves, so they will not be called names or the way being called, no, they're just benefiting from us, they're not contributing anything, the rose cows and all of those ones, that is absolutely not necessary. I sat down and I imagined. I look at the history of the Akwaaba mines. At a particular point in time, the Akwaaba mine was looked at as probably a house help and all of those. But look at the transformation that takes place within a certain period of years in that particular area. They're very good in cooking and all. But now, if an Akwaaba mine is going to cook for you, she's going to cook for you because she has found dignity in labor. Not because that probably she's looking for something to survive on. That is the way we need to look at our own people. We don't look at them as people that can move up. You look at a Hausa man probably who does manual job, cutting nails and shoe cobbler. What makes you think in the street that a shoe cobbler cannot build a befitting shop that can be taking care of your shoes and take care of all of the things that you have? Even when it's cutting your nail, the manicure can be done in a much fashionable way. Is it not comfortable to all of us? So those are the things that we lost along the line. Many people who find themselves in power only take care of their own personal interests and their families. And they don't look at the larger spectrum of the people. You've been to the Northeast. You see what the level of decay in infrastructure. In our people in the Southeast, look at erosion and all. We don't look at all of those ones. These are the system check. You need to make the people believe in the country.
So if from your own solutions,
yes,
where do you think that we're going to start from?
Well, we need to meet. We need to sit down and look at the system. How does it work?
Again?
Yes, because... Okay.
There was a confab.
Yes, the confab that was done. Okay, if you say the confab, let it be a working document. Or the confab, let it be a document, because the question has been, some people are saying that that particular confab was just a selection of some couple of people, not really representative of the people. Okay, let's even assume that, okay, we want to give, if we all agree that let's give the power to the National Assembly who we elect. Let them look at this particular system. How does it work? Is it working? If it's not working, what is it that is not making it to work? You know, how does we take care of the ordinary citizens of this country? If we are doing so, we are now giving love to our people. I'm telling you, all of this agitation will just fizzle away. But the total neglect, especially to the Nigerian youth, is unbelievable and unprecedented.
And you do believe that, you know, the National Assembly, if they look at it, will be able to correct the malaise?
Sincerely, if they look at it, and all of us agree, just the way in which we shoot down the third term agenda, sincerely, because all of them looked at it collectively. There was an interest there because they don't want the third term, so they deliberately work on it hazardously. But here, this is a country at the point of breaking. Let us now look at it seriously, devoid of sentiment, religion, of tribe. Let us work together and make sure that all of the decisions that we take is in the interest of the people. That is key, because it's actually the people who put them there. If the National Assembly cannot do it, then probably we need to have a new confab that will talk about a constitution that all of us believe in, but not for the interest of some microscopic view. Let me use the word of Waiba, that they're saying, okay, no, not for the interest of those individuals, but for the interest of the people. It's key. That is where my own party comes in, because we are more into the interest of the Nigerian people. We believe that if the people of this country are being taken care of the way it should be, this country will be better, because they will work with trust. They will work together. They can travel to the east and feel comfortable. The eastern person can come up to the north and feel comfortable. So also is the way. So when we work together, then we can now get the result in which, just like the picture you just showed, we will get there. But only if we work together. But now there is a lot of distrust.
Well, we have to say thank you very much, even though I'd love to have asked you, you know, how that distrust can be corrected, but we're already out of time. We have to thank you most especially for coming on Sunrise Daily.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tanko is the national chairman of the National Conscience Party. Sunrise Daily will continue in just a moment in Lagos.